Everyone knows about Japanese convenience stores, but what do you know about Japanese supermarkets? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. And I want to say a good evening because it is nighttime right now. And in today's video, I'm going to take you along to a Japanese supermarket. Today, I'm going to get some supplies and I'm going to take you along and we're going to see what they have in store. Now, as always, before we get into the video, if you are new here and this is your first time watching, hey, welcome. And if you do enjoy this, consider subscribing below. And if you have been here before, hey, welcome back, legends. I've absolutely loved talking to all of you in the comments as always, and it's been incredible hearing the feedback that you've been giving me. Now, recently I popped up a community post on my page asking where all of you are from. So if you haven't seen that already, jump over there and check it out and give me a comment on it because I want to know where you are from, or drop me a comment below on this post because I'm really curious to know where you're from, and drop your name on it too because I want to mention you by name. Now guys, without further ado, let's get into today's video. So this is the local supermarket chain here in Kyushu, particularly in Fukuoka, called Sunny. Now Sunny is, like I said, primarily in the Kyushu region, but each region in Japan does have their own particular chain of supermarket. So if you are looking, jump onto Google Maps and type in supermarket and that'll show you your kind of local chain. But generally the main one for the whole of Japan is called Aeon. But today, we're going to pop in here. Now, the cool thing about Sunny, which I think is really cool personally, is that this place runs 24/7. To me, that's absolute wild. This place goes 24/7. So I say we just get in there and we go and have a look, eh? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so for the first part here, we have the fruit and veg section. So generally throughout the year, just like anywhere, you do have your seasonal fruits and vegetables. Right now, this is all pretty general stuff, but one of my favorite things is the mandarins. Now, right now, we're probably looking at, like, I'll give you a bit of general idea on prices and stuff like that too, but your mandarins here are about $3 for a bag, so I think that's pretty standard, but they do change throughout the year as well. So the fruit here can get quite expensive, but generally the fruit is always perfection. And I mean perfection. Your strawberries are probably the most expensive thing and they can run up to $10, $20 a punnet generally, but if you come to supermarkets, it's always going to be a bit cheaper. So tonight I'm going to make a curry. So I'm going to start with potatoes. So generally the thing I've found here is that the potatoes are pretty small. So this is about $2 for a bag of these small little choto potatoes. We then jump into the carrots. So they're about $2 for these 3 carrots. They're pretty big, but again, that's a little bit expensive as well, but it does get cheaper the further we go along. Let's keep going. Okay, while we're in this section, we may as well check out the fruit as well, because I'm curious on the prices here too. Oh my God, okay, while we're here, this is Japan and everything is cute. So this is like a smashed kind of fish that they put into cute little shapes. Have a look at this. Is this one of the most adorable little things? Like, they could easily just make this into something like just quite normal, but it's cute. This is Japan and this is what they do. I'm vibing, I'm liking it. I might try that one day, but not today. Let's go up and check out the fruit prices. So I haven't been in this one before, so I'm interested to see the prices myself. Now, generally in Japan, you will see fruit prices can get quite expensive. So let's take, for example, let's have a look at the size of this apple in comparison to my head. It is massive, but for this one apple alone, you're looking at Australian $2.60 for one apple. So fruit in Japan can be quite expensive. I'm sorry for touching that. But generally I found bananas to be quite cheap. For a bag of these bananas right here, you're pretty much looking at about $2 for a bag of bananas. So again, seasonal kind of stuff is going to be more expensive, more or less, depends on where you go. Fruit is generally going to be more expensive in Japan, so that's one thing to look out for. I do need to grab some onions though, so I'm just going to grab a quick bag of these, $2. Let's pop that in the bag. I'm feeling this curry tonight. I reckon it's going to be pretty tasty, but we'll see how that goes. What do we got down here? Nothing interesting. This is not my aisle. I chose the wrong aisle. Let's loop around to the next one and see what they got going on there. Now, I just came around here and this is a watermelon right here, as you all do know, but watermelon here can be crazy expensive. So this is about $10. That's wild. But a quick little fun fact is that fruit in Japan is generally given as gifts. So it's a nice $10 gift, but it's not a gift I'm gonna buy to eat today. Okay, now we come to the meat section. Now, I'm not here to try and tell you if it's cheaper or more expensive than your home country. I'm just giving you the general gist of what the prices are here in Japan. So a fun little fact about Japanese supermarkets is that generally from about 6 or 7 onwards, depending on your supermarket chain, they tend to have more cheaper deals. So let's say, for example, this one. So this is used for yakiniku, Japanese barbecue. Now this one is $6.50 Australian, and that's for about 194 grams. Damn, that looks good, by the way. But then if you come down here, then this one here is generally like $15 Australian, but right now it's on sale for about $10.83. So it's definitely worth coming here at night time. But as you come down, you've generally got your sections broken up just like any kind of supermarket chain into your beef section, and of course you've got your pork section. So let's have a quick look at the prices here. So I've got just over $9 for 387 grams, so that's not too bad. And then of course you've got the chicken section. Now I find the chicken section really quite cheap, $6.58, and that's for 1 kilo of chicken. That's so cheap, man. That's so cheap for me. But I think today I want to get for my curry some chicken thigh. So we're going to get about half a kilo of chicken thigh for about $6. We're going to pop that in a basket and let's keep going. Now we're coming to one of my particularly favorite sections, is the noodle section. Now this place has every kind of noodle you can imagine. So this one here I think is spicy. I've seen people do like challenges of this one before, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably wrong there, let's be honest. But I do need my curry. Now this is our curry section. So the way you kind of work out these curries right here is by the level indicator on the top right corner. So this one here is a level 1 spice, but then as you kind of go down, they kind of get more and more spicy. So this one is like a level 3. Now they're pretty easy. It's got all the instructions on the back. Super straightforward. You just have curry blocks and then you just put them in water and add all your ingredients to it. I think today I'm going to keep it super mild and really chill, but this one says it's like apple and honey flavor too. So I don't know, that sounds pretty good to me. That goes in the bag and we keep going. Now, one thing I just did see is Spam can. This is so not my taste, but it is a big thing that they do eat in Okinawa. But for this one can, look how small this can is. This one can is $7.90 Australian. That's wild, man. I'm sorry, dude, but that's not for me today. Now, here is all of the candy section. Now, I don't eat a lot of candy these days, but it's pretty tasty and I do try some every now and then. But generally when it comes to the chocolate, the main brands here are this one called Meiji and then Ghana. From my understanding, correct me in the comments below, I'm not too sure what you think is the best one. I'm not sure I want to say, but I've heard that Meiji is better than Ghana. I could be wrong, but let me know below. Now, I am a big fan of cookies and I can tell you right now, these choco chip white cookies, mate, that's my flavor right there. I'm gonna pop these in a basket today. So they're sitting at about $1.55 for that. Now, the crazy thing I know in Australia, you've got these custard cakes. Here, they're about $2.50. So I'm real interested, if you got these in your country, let me know how much they cost in your country, because I know in Australia, these go for like a whopping $7 or something like that. So almost 2 to 3 times the price. So I'm actually really curious about any of this stuff that you are seeing here. Let me know how much it costs in your country. I want to see these comparisons, right? Okay, let's keep going. Oh, these sweets look amazing. Okay, we've got a free aisle right now, so let's have a quick look at the chippies. Now, one of the more popular chips that I know in Australia, which is really popular, it's about $1.50, but you've got your Calabi pizza chips. Again, I'm not really big for these strong flavors, but give these guys a go. It just tastes like a pizza. Again, it's quite a strong flavor for me, but you do have like a range of all different things. Now, have a look at this real quick. Fried chicken chips. That's insane. I'm really curious to try these, but right now I'm not going to do that. But then you've also got cheeseburger chips. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what else they've got here. Oh, you start going into your spicy chips. The only thing is I've tried these before and they look hella spicy on the outside, but I don't know, it's a little bit weak for me, but I'm trying to look for that really spicy chip myself. I haven't quite found it yet. So if you have any suggestions, let me know, champion. And now we come to one of my favorite sections, which is the drinks section, and not just your average soft drinks or anything like that as well, but you have all of your alcohol. Now, this is my favorite red, and it's chili alpaca. Now, if you do like your wines, give this one a go because I don't know, this is delicious in my mind. So definitely give that a go. Now, just quickly when no one's here, but you've got all your beer here, super cheap, as you can see all the prices here. And as you come along, you get to all of your tasty drinks, but just a quick one, my favorite one by far, this is the summer drink right here. It's only 3%, but they have a different kind of flavors that you can get. You got your lemon, what's that, probably like an orange or whatever, but they do like peach flavored as well. But oh my God, these brand are so freaking delicious. But I tend to try to come in here and try a different one of these, a couple of these a week just to try and get through the entire range. But look at all this. This is in the supermarket, mate. Like, this is incredible. So it's too hard not to pass by. Okay, now let's do a quick run through while no one's around of coffee. So my favorite section is the coffee, obviously. So you've got your cold brew coffees, your Boss coffees, everything here. But let's look at quick prices. So a Boss coffee, one of these, goes for $1, just over $1.10, or all the way down to 89 cents for your cold brew coffees and whatnot here. So incredibly cheap. You go down to your Kirin's here, it's 95 cents. So this is like $1 coffee. So if you go to convenience stores or you get them from a vending machine, it's gonna be more expensive. So it's definitely worth coming to the supermarket. All right. And now, if any of you watch my previous videos, you know that this section right here is gonna be my favorite, and this is the natto section. I freaking love natto. Now, natto here for this particular one, which is the cheapest, it's about 89 cents. We're gonna pop some of those in there because you know I love my natto, but they go all the way up until $1.30 or something like that. And they're delicious, so it's definitely worth a try. Now, an interesting thing that I do see here is the milk section. It seems pretty basic, but myself, I actually really am partial to oat milk. I don't really have a lot of full cream milk, and I'm starting to see oat milk in Japan. This is so freaking rare and I love it so much. This is really good to see, and I've started to see them now too coming in the smaller variations as well. So very, very cool to see that. But they do have like your soy variations is pretty normal here as well. But generally you got all your full cream milks and all that too, but I don't know, man, it's not for me. And now just quickly, we are coming towards the end of the tour, but we're coming to the ice cream section. Now, one of my favorite things, oh my God, if you are coming here, this ice cream is so good, and it's called Coolish. So good, straight in the basket, and I have been wanting to try your standard cone ice cream. Now, these run about $1.89 for this guy, but it's well worth it because I love my ice cream. Oh, let's go. All right, now this next section is where they cook all the prepared meals. Now, the interesting thing about this is that they cook it all in-house, all this prepared meals. So let's have a quick run through on all the stuff that they do here. Now, speed round, they got sushi. Look how good that sushi is. That's about $6 for that whole set of sushi right there. That's amazing. You come down, you got like the soba noodle set there for about $3. So if you're coming in and grabbing something for lunch, mate, so incredibly cheap. You got all your sandwiches here, about $2.50. You can get like teriyaki burgers, salads, and pretty much everything you can imagine, right down to karaage chicken. It's wild. And like I said, if you come here at the later time of night, like we are right now, this is on sale. So look for these red stickers, and that's gonna let you know if it's on sale or not, and get those hot deals. Now, if you are a little bit intimidated by coming to a Japanese supermarket, please don't, because they do have your self-service and the cash register people there as well to help you out. And it just works like any other country, really. You just bring your basket, scan your items, press the English button and press credit card and pay, and you're done. So let's get out of here and we'll see what the full tally is of this bill. And this is what we've come away with, guys. I'm feeling it. Let's see what the total of this bill is today. A wonder what this total is going to come to. Boom. Okay, 22.75, so about $23 Australian. So not bad, not bad. Proceed to payment. We hit credit. Card goes in. And that means pull out. And that's all done. All right, let's get out of here. So you also have a little packing area for your food. So get your little plastic bag that's generally next to the machine. You have this little packing area and just put all your things in your bag, and then you're ready to go. Easy as that. All right, let's get out of here. All right, and that is the total, $22.75. So you're looking at about $23 Australian. I think that's a pretty good deal. I'm ready to go home and have a cook. I've got a whole bag's worth of treats here. I'm really curious to know what maybe some of these prices are in your country. So let me know in the comments below. But guys, as always, until next time, ja mata, and I'll see you soon.